Hey there folks, I'm Mark from Spectrum Pulse, and today we have from PJ Harvey, I Inside the Old Year Dying. It's been 7 years since PJ Harvey released an album. 7 years since the Hope 6 Demolition Project, where I had a lot of contentious opinions compared to Harvey's extensive and acclaimed back catalog. But that's also something of a lie. PJ Harvey's been working on some soundtrack work for a couple projects since, and last year wrote a novel-length narrative poem called Orlom Drenched in English Folklore, specifically drawing from old vernacular rooted in her hometown of Dorset. And this album feels like the tangled, challenging culmination of all of that, where PJ Harvey returns to the haunted, lilting delivery of white chalk, but enmeshed in jangling, haunted atmospherics somewhere between neofolk, electroacoustic ambient music, and late period Nick Cave. It's weird, and I mean that in the Shakespearean sense of the word, where PJ Harvey lifts poetic turns of phrase wholesale from Orlom, and then deliberately allows some double meanings to linger from near-extinct Dorset slang interweaving with modern English, as choppy acoustics, distant bells, subtle percussion, and electric guitar fragments spark and echo across the mist, creating this feel of a pastoral town living simultaneously in different ages across time. I'd almost call it childlike in its magical realism, if there wasn't so much underlying horror and nightmare fuel as some of the other thematic arcs from Orlom manifest in a primal blur of dark, yawning thresholds and gender bending and spectral figures pagan and divine, along with cycles of abuse and the brutal loss of feminine innocence, where a Civil War-era ghost with the name of Elvis looms large. Now, PJ Harvey has described this album as searching for meaning, the blinding passion of a first love. And you know, I hear it, even if its discovery is goddamn harrowing and tragic for everyone involved. A sort of fairy tale where you're left wondering if the poet recognized just how truly dark this is. What also gets left by the wayside is a lot of the song structure and melodic hooks. Calling this a meditation is apt, giving the structured but free-flowing poetic meter and dreamlike sequencing, where even if you do translate the Dorset dialect, it feels more like a companion piece to Orlom on paper than a more focused album. In other words, it's definitely a personal passion project and will absolutely throw a lot of PJ Harvey fans that are looking for something more direct. I got other quibbles. The vocal mixing's a little slapdash, the Radiohead-esque electronic elements don't always blend that well, and it can also feel a little reserved, following PJ Harvey's odd tendency in recent years to hold everything slightly at a distance. And while that actually kind of works thematically here, it feels like another factor to hold immediate emotional resonance just further out of reach of the audience. But you know, it's such a strange and unique and compelling listen that the literature nerd in me that ventures into unkempt wilderness kind of adores it regardless. You're gonna hear little else like this in 2023. If it's not great, it's exceptionally close. Absolutely worth the listen. Check it out. So yeah, beyond that, if you want to see more reviews, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to get reviews on my schedule, link to my Patreons over there, or if you just want to support the channel. And as always, I'm Mark, and I'll see you next time.